guys, so you are here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, I'm coming at y'all with a full face of Fenty, well, my updated full face of Fenty Beauty. I did this video maybe like last year, but since then they came up with the skin tint, they came up with gloss bomb cream, they came up with powder foundation, and now the Fenty Beauty gloss bomb heat. I'm also going to be testing that out for you guys in today's video. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video, and follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright you guys, I'm going to start with brows. I picked up a new brow pencil. I got the shade black brown. You guys, I used to love this brow pencil, but then I used it up and I didn't bother to like repurchase because it is pricey, but I decided to get a new one, so I'm excited to try it again. I am going to zoom you guys in so you can see me do the brows with the pencil. I didn't put too much product towards the front of my brows just because I'm going to blend it out with the spoolie part of the, well, the brush part of the pencil, just so it doesn't look too harsh. I'm going to clean my brows up. I'm going to use the shade 430, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. I'm just using this shade to clean the bottom parts of my brows. For the top parts of my brows, I use whatever I'm going to use for foundation. So for eyeshadow base, I'm going to use the shade 430 again. The last time I did a full face of Fenty, I was scared to use my concealer as eyeshadow base, but I'm just going to risk it today. I'm going to blend the concealer out. I'm going to set this down with the powder foundation. I'm using the shade 410. This runs deeper than the other Fenty products. Usually I'm a 420 or a 430, but with this one I use the shade 410. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush to set it down. This is the setting brush. Alright y'all, so you can leave the eyes as is if you want, but I'm going to take snap number 4. This is the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadow, and I'm going to be taking the shade Spice Trip. I'm taking this on a E27 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to apply this shade all over my crease. So I'm taking snap number 3 and I'm using a M441 brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Shots Fired, and I'm going to deepen the eyes a little bit more. This shade is just a little bit deeper than that first shade that I used. Alright, so I'm just going to use the shade Stunt Queen from the number 4 palette, and I'm just going to pat that all over my lid just for a little bit of shimmer. Alright, you guys, lashes are on and it's time for the base. I did go in with a little bit of the What It Do mist from Fenty Beauty just to give me that added hydration. I love this whenever my skin is feeling a little bit dry or just, I don't know, I love it for skin prep but not as a setting spray. I did break my bottle. I think I mentioned this to you guys a couple months back, and I had to pour what was left of it in this Too Faced bottle, but I did keep the mister from Fenty because the mister on that spray is just amazing. Like, it's super fine and it's just beautiful. I love this spray and I just love it as skin prep. So I did use that, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer, one of my favorite primers. So I'm going to use the skin tint for my foundation. I love this product. It is amazing. It blurs the skin beautifully. It gives you just enough coverage. I did do a full review on this, so I'll leave it up above so you guys can check it out. But I absolutely love this product. And I'm going to apply this with my Juno sponge. Alright, y'all, foundation is on, our skin tint is on. It isn't full coverage, but I just love this skin tint so much. It balances the skin perfectly. Like, it just looks so airbrushed, so flawless. Just wait until this face is done and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to be using the Pro Filter concealers. I'm going to take a 430 first. This is closer to my foundation shade. I'm going to use this to like conceal around my mouth, any spot that the skin tint did not cover. And then I'm taking the shade 390 just to brighten a little bit. This is not much lighter than 430. You guys, so 390 isn't bright enough, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of 410 under my eyes just to brighten a little bit. Yeah. By the way, that was my L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer in the shade 410, that really light one. That's the one that I use. I keep forgetting to pick up a lighter shade in that Fenty concealer. I'm going to use my sponge that I use for foundation just to blend this right here and my forehead before I contour my face. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in the shade 06 Chocolate to contour my face. I'm going to take another sponge as always to blend my under eyes. So I'm going to use some cream blush. I'm going to take the shade Daiquiri Dip in the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Blush, one of my faves. This is really orange, perfect for this time of the year. And I'm taking this on a BH Cosmetics 116 brush. The brush that I normally use for like cream blush is dirty, but this should work. Blush is on, didn't do the most, but the thing about this blush that I love the most is that I can use this on top of powder. Well, I use it on top of powder and it doesn't move the product. So if anything, I can top up my blush when I'm done doing my face. I'm going to move on to set my under eyes. I have two of the Fenty Beauty powders. I have Honey and I have Cashew. My personal favorite for my under eyes is the shade Cashew. For the longest, like this was my ride or die. So I'm super excited to use this. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I'm excited for this. So I'm going to go back in with that sponge that I used for my concealer to blend any creasing that might have happened under the eyes, and then I'll go in with my powder on my Real Techniques sponge. I know this is not a product from Fenty, but it's my Garnier spray. I'm going to use this just to melt all of these powders together. If you use too much of that Fenty What It Do mist, your face can turn out a little bit too dewy. So if I use it as skin prep, I don't use it like how I'll be using this Garnier spray, because that's just a little bit too much. Later on in the day, it's just gonna start. It's like it activates and then you get really, really dewy. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Garnier spray. Alright y'all, so I went in with a brown liner on my lower lash line, and I'm going to take the shade Shots Fired on a M321 brush, and I'm going to use that to smudge that liner out. So I'm going in with some bronzer. I'm using the Sunstalker bronzer. I'm using the shade Mocha Mommy, and I'm taking this on the angled brush from Colored Rain. Alright you guys, I haven't used highlighter in a really long time, specifically the Fenty ones. I haven't touched them in a really long time. So I'm going to go in with Hustla Baby. So I know I went in with Daiquiri Dip as my blush, but I just feel like Summertime Wine would look really good with this look. So I'm just going to go over top with Summertime Wine, just a little bit. Yes. I'm just taking the brush that I used for my all over setting powder just to go over the blush, just to make sure it's set. Alright you guys, so for lips, we're actually not going to be doing a lip combo today. We're going to be trying out the new Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Hot Cherry. You guys, I'm a sucker for gloss bomb, and I just wanted to see if this is any different from all the gloss bombs that I already own, and I'm going to save you guys the time. So if I like it, I'll let you guys know and let you know if it's a need or not. I'm going to show you guys a quick swatch of what it looks like. The package is the same as every other gloss bomb. Let me show you guys what the package looks like. So this is what it looks like. The shade is really pretty. This is supposed to be a universal shade, just like the shade Fenty Glow from like the other gloss bombs. And this, I realize it's a little bit more pricey than the regular gloss bombs. Not sure why, maybe because it's going to plump your lips. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to my lips. Alright y'all, so first impression, so far I don't feel any tingling as yet. It smells exactly like the first Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. It's not sticky, it's super creamy. It's really juicy. It feels like the original Gloss Bomb without the shimmer, and I'm kind of feeling the tingle now. I'm going to keep it on a little bit and let you guys know if that tingle comes in or if my lips look any fuller. Alright you guys, I've had this on for a little less than a minute, and I'm definitely feeling that tingle, that heat, but it's not uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. I'm going to take my scarf off and then come back and give you guys my final thoughts. Alright you guys, I am back, and this is the finished look. Y'all, I'm still feeling that heat from the gloss, but I'm not gonna lie, my lips, they do look fuller. The gloss is very much giving juicy. It definitely is universal. It gives that hint of color, like you can build it up to get that cherry red, but after like 2 layers, I'm getting that perfect hint of color that just looks like my lips, but juicier, if that makes any sense. And I'm loving the way it's looking. Is it a need? Not necessarily, but do we love it? I do really like it. And it's definitely giving me fuller lips, smoother and juicier. And as I said, it smells like the original Gloss Bomb, and I'm here for it. If you have the coins to spare, yeah, definitely it does plump the lips. Highly recommend it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another full face of Fenty, my updated full face of Fenty, and it was a success. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your favorite Fenty Beauty products in the comment section down below. Let me know if you will be picking this gloss up. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.